All right, guys, welcome back. So listen, hopefully you're having fun with this, man. You're learning a bunch of Logic features. You're learning some Logic features that I normally don't teach till audio 2 and 3. But yeah, we getting it done. We getting it done. I hope y'all are having a good time. All right. Remember, this is not rehearsed. We doing this from scratch, from top to bottom. So here we go. Next thing we want to do is I feel like we need to find a symbol for this intro. I feel like a symbol might set it off, like a reverse symbol. So I'm going to go to the Liquid One Shots folder. Matter of fact, in case you don't see it, there it is. You should have it up here by now. Double click on that. And we're looking for a hi-hat a symbol of some sort. So I'm just going to click on this first sample and I'm going to hit spacebar and I'm going to scroll down. So spacebar. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to take this symbol and I'm going to drag it into Logic. I'm going to drag it and drop it at measure 7. All right. So let's drop that there. Boom. Get rid of that. Make use of my full screen here. And yeah, we got a little symbol here. So this should be at your measure 7. Now I'm going to reverse this symbol. I'm going to show you a cool little feature here in Logic. But before I do, I need to show you this feature. We're going to make a copy of this symbol. We're going to make a copy of it. Okay. And the reason why we're going to make a copy of it is because now we're going to do some destructive editing by reversing this file. And once we reverse this file, we cannot undo it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click Control, and then we're going to click on the region. Now you're going to get this menu. What we're looking for is this slot right here, Bounce and Join. So we're going to go to Bounce and Join, and then we want to go to Bounce in Place. Bounce in Place. This is a very important feature. Very important. Bounce in Place. And the shortcut is Control B. So we're going to hit Bounce in Place. And now we're going to get these options right here. This time we're going to see right here where the name is. Normally it'll just name it whatever the file is. We are going to call this REVRS, which is basically reverse. I know I'm not spelling it exactly, but this is how I would do it. So reverse, and then I'm just going to hit SYMB or MBO. It depends on how you want to do it. I normally just go CYMB. All right. Now, once I do that, yes, I want it on a new track where it says destination, new track, source. You want to leave. So where it says source, we're just going to click leave right there. From there, we're going to go down to, yes, we want it to include the audio tail, include volume pan. Yes, that's no problem because we haven't done any panning. And yeah, so now we're going to hit OK. And see, Logic just created a second version of the symbol. Now, again, the reason why we did that is because we're going to do destructive editing. Destructive editing cannot be undone. Destructive editing can. Okay, so make sure that you know that. You got to put that in your notes, put it in your notes. But here we go. So we're going to take, first of all, let's go up to this icon or this track. We're going to double click it and we're just going to name this symbol SYMBOL. And this one's already named the reverse symbol. Remember when we labeled it when we were bouncing in place, and then Logic creates the track based on that. So we're going to go back to this icon right here, symbol, Control, click on the icon. I'm going to go up to drums and I'm going to choose this symbol icon right here. See that? Now I have that. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Control, click, go up to drums, and I'm going to do another symbol. Now, cymbals are drums, right? And we want to keep our drums together. So we're going to take these two. All I did was I grabbed the track, click and held it, went up, and that takes it up. And we're going to do the same thing with the reverse one. Okay. And since these are drums, we're going to highlight this option C, and we're going to color them red. Now we're going to take this reverse cymbal track, and we're going to see this region. We're going to double click on it. When you double click on it, this window is going to come up right here. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is you want to go to File, right here where it says File. And then you want to go over to where it says Functions, right here. Once you do that, you're going to go down to where it says Reverse. Reverse, 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 reverse. I can't. What song is that? That's that. Let me see you clap your hands. Yeah, Mr. O, come on, focus. Anyway, all right, so here we go. We're going to reverse this symbol. Now, see, it went from that side to over here. Now we're going to go back to here where it says File, and we're going to double click on that, and that should show us the page again. Now look at this. Here is the original version. Here is the reverse version. Let's listen to what that reverse version sounds like. We're going to click on the track, and then we're just going to go right here to solo, and you're going to click on that. That's going to solo everything but the reverse symbol. And make sure that the cycle is off by just pressing C. Click right here. See that? I move the playhead around by just putting it on the ruler. And we're just going to hit play and listen to that. Wow. Okay. So that's the reverse symbol. Yeah. So here's what I want to do, I think. Let's unsolo the symbol, the reverse, and let's put it above the regular one. We're going to put it above the regular one. So then we're going to take this, and you see how number 9 is when the drums start. You see that? Measure 9. I'm going to put the playhead on 9. That's when the drums start. So we're going to move the reverse symbol to there. You see how that's not locking in place? See that? That's annoying. Sometimes it happens. And that's okay, because watch. We're going to move this to measure 9. And it's still not locking. So there's two things you can do. You can either grab this and manually do it, or because this is a reverse symbol and it's already not stopping where I want it to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to use the front part. So I'm going to move this till it locks in. There we go. Now this has to stop. It has to stop at measure 9. Still not quite there. So let's do this. Now let's grab the scissor tool. T, I, click and drag, and we're going to stop this at 9. See that? Now watch. When I drag this, when you hear that click, it's because that's measure 9. Watch. See that? So we're going to let the scissors go, and then we're going to hit TT to bring the pointer back. And now look, we have a little bit of residue right there. All right, so after we do that, we're going to go down to the symbol, the regular symbol, and we are simply going to put that on measure 9. Now again, if it's over here, you can press semicolon, and that's going to move it to wherever the playhead is. Semicolon is the shortcut for basically move to playhead. Okay. Now, you're probably like, okay, Mr. O, what is this going to sound like? And we're going to see in a second. But first, hit Command and tap the letter S. And there is a very important function. This is a mega important function. And we're going to learn about this before we listen. Okay. Go up to File. Click on File. Go down to where it says Project Alternatives right here. And we're going to go to New. Now it's going to tell you New Alternative Name. So every day that you come in to work on this project, you should be doing this. Okay, so notice that says day 2. And if you look up here on the title, right? Victor drag and drop project day 2. So you have to, or you should every day name it a new day. Okay, so day 3. So I'm on day 3 of this. So if I hit OK, now look up here in the title, Victor Drag and Drop Project, day 3. Now watch what else happens. If I go up to File and I go down to Project Alternatives, and down here, this is the day that I started the project, right? Victor Drag and Drop Project, day 2 and day 3. Now, why is this important? Because if I accidentally delete something here and I can't find it anywhere and I can't bring it back, it's impossible to bring back. I can literally go to File, I can go to Alternatives and just go back a day. Or let's say, go back to the previous edit, pull that up, and the file will be right there. Boom. I just blew your mind. I know. I'm awesome. What can I say?